Hi everybody. Today our topic is observable. So observable, how we have to create our own custom observable. So as per previous video, observable is a data source. Observer is a useful for to pass the data or emit the data or sending the data to the subscriber. Subscriber always he is expecting the data from the observer. So all these concepts, so how to have to handle the observer and how to have to handle the subscriber by using the observable in this lecture. So before that, you have to notice that observer, it can handle to the three kind of operations, that is next operation and error operation and complete operation. Okay, these three are very important. You have to notice whenever you are using the observer. Okay, this observer. So we will come to this how we have to create the custom observable in programmatically. Okay, so first of all, whenever you are going to create the observable, you have to notice that always observable should be attached to the RxJS and this should be into the header section. Okay, then only you can access this observable into the your component. Okay, so before I am using the observable, here I have created the two arrays. Okay, this is empty arrays. So whenever I am getting the data from the observer, I wanted to push that data into the this sim offer synchronous data. So this sim offers synchronous data, which is going to give to the reference into the my .html file. Okay, so my sim offers, which is I am going to give to the static data into the my sim offers. So as per now, in this lecture, let's discuss about the synchronous data, not asynchronous data. So asynchronous data, you can expect the data from the HTTP services. Okay, observable, which is useful for to handle the synchronous data also. So first step is I am implementing the logic into the ng on init lifecycle hook, which is useful for which is executed when my application is getting initialization. Here my application is nothing but my component. When my component is getting initialization, so automatically this lifecycle hook is going to be fired. Okay, so first step is how do we have to create the my own custom observable. So we can do the our own custom observable in two ways. One is by using the new observable constructor, and one more thing is observable.create. I will create this custom observable, my own observable, in these two ways. Okay, first let me discuss about the observable constructor. Okay, this observable constructor is always expecting the type which is any, because of in my previous lecture, that is a from operator, which is expecting the data like it is expecting the like a data in the format of argument. So you can say that same thing, any is it's a kind of a argument to here observable. If you won't use the any, you can't use the observer. So next step is I have to give this new observable into the one constant variable. Okay, which is useful for to that reference. By using that reference, I can subscribe this observable. Okay, let me say that sim observable. Okay, so I am creating the one new observable and I am taking the one reference of this observable. Okay, first step is completed. So second step is this is acting as a data source. Okay, now second step is I wanted to implement the observer into this observable, because of I need to give the data to the subscriber, right? So for that I have to use the observer which is useful for to pass the data. Okay, so here observable is acting as a data source, observer which is useful for emitting the data or passing the data, emitting the data. Okay, now how we have to handle the observer. Okay, so for that observer, you take the observer as a parameter into this observable section. In this observer, it can contain to this observer. Based on this observer, I can pass the data to the subscriber. So now observer dot next. So let me pass some 3 values. Here the values are my SIM offers. Okay, so I am passing this data to the observer. So whenever this SIM observable, by taking the reference of this SIM observable, when the user is going to be subscribed this one, he can get the data. Okay, he can get the data. So what is the data he is getting right now? He is getting the my offer plan. Okay, let's say that is any kind of the value you can say here, but right now I am taking as a my offer plan as a parameter. Okay, now he can see the data into the UI. So before showing the data into the UI, let me see into the console log. Okay, that's it. My task is completed. So here my subscribe here, which is here I am doing the subscribe for fetching the data. I am receiving the data. Okay, I am receiving the data right now. This is I am passing the data. By using the observer.next, I am emitting the data or passing the data. You can say that here, you can say that passing or emitting, or you can sending. Here I am receiving, you can say, and you can say I am listening. So here I am doing I am receiving the data, or you can say that I am listening the data. Okay, now I can see that output into the UI. See, now I am having the data, these 3 records. Okay, these 3 records I am getting from the observer. So this observer is going to give to me to the data. Which data? My SIM offers. Okay, so the next step is what's about the error and what's about the complete. Okay, what's about the error and what's about the complete. So this is also, it's a kind of a a response for the subscriber from the observer. Okay, you can say that observer can send the error also. As per now I am having the 3 records. Okay, suppose whenever I am having the error which contains to this array, so how to have to handle that? So we have to give the error to the subscriber, right? Even suppose in case if you are having the more than 100 records, but you wanted to give the only top 5 records or top 10 records to the subscriber, so how we have to do that? So you can give by using the complete operation. So I will come up with step by step this error, where you have to use, how you have to use the error, and how you have to use the complete operation for the subscriber. So once you are sending this data to the subscriber, see, subscribe always complete operation, if you notice here that complete operation, it doesn't give any parameters, it's always give the empty parameters to subscriber. But if here the subscriber, he is going to be receive whatever the observer is going to send the data, each and everything the subscriber is going to be subscriber going to be receive that data. Okay, so we will see that into the output. See now subscriber is taking this actual data, actual row, and even the subscriber is receiving the error data. but the way of implementing is here, it's not the correct way. So here whenever you are using the observer.error and complete, it should be executed based on the conditionally. Let me modify this example to the set interval. Okay, if you see here, set interval is going to be executed each and every second, but each second I wanted to come up with the new offer. Okay, suppose if you execute it this way, so what will happen? Each and every second it is going to give to me this offers, sim offers. Okay, see the output here. So let me comment this and see the output. See, each and every second you can see the data. Okay, but I don't want like this. Each and every second I just wanted to, so I wanted to add the 100 rupees for my previous offer. Okay, this is the logic. So here I am incremented to the 100 rupees to the my previous value. If you here see 100 rupees, 200, 300, you can ignore this one. This alert message you can ignore right now. So 200, 300, each and every second I am incrementing to the 100 rupees. Okay, now see, suppose some situations when you are just assume that you are getting the error. Okay, whenever I am reaching to the 500 rupees, just assume that I am having the some error by doing the some calculations or for the offer. So I am getting some kind of error. So sir, that situation we have to use the situation we have to use the error. You have to use the error by the observer. Okay, so if you write the logic for if my amount is near at 500, okay, I just wanted to send the error to the this error to the my subscriber. So still my subscriber don't have the error or complete related logic right now. So it is sending the data. So it is sending the data, error data, to the subscriber. Okay, so whenever I am having the 500 rupees, I wanted to send the data, I wanted to send the error to the my subscriber. See what will happen right now. So right, whenever I am getting the error or when nearer to the 500 rupees, I don't want to execute the further. Okay, I don't want to execute because I am having the error near at 500. So I can't go to the again the 600 rupees or 700 rupees, 800 rupees. So let me finish. Let me solve the issue. What near at the what I am getting the error. So then only I have to proceed into the next step. Okay. So same thing, Angular is doing that. See, 100 rupees, 200, 300, 400. So once I'm after the 400, I'm getting the error. Okay, I'm getting the error. So it is stopping to me. Whenever I'm having the 500, it is stopping to me. It's not going to the 600 or 700 or say 700 or 800 anything. It's just stopping to me. So okay. So this is the good. Okay, so now see, sender is sending the data. This is sender is nothing but the observer. He is sending the error to the subscriber. So subscriber need to capture that error and he has to give to the error to the UI. Okay, so what is the use of the subscribe method? By using the subscribe method, you can show the whatever the data, like the data is here, either successful data, error data. I have to show that into the my UI part. So based on this error, I can say to the user, my customer, okay, hi customer, you are having this kind of the error, kind of that. So how you have to show that? So you should first of all you have to take this reference, right, to the your subscribe to the subscribe method. Okay, so for that, the same way you are having the one more section, that is the error. So error into the subscribe. Okay, so this error into the subscribe, which is useful for to capture the whatever the data from the observer. Okay, now my message is, see, now I am getting the some subscriber got this error. Okay, that what is the error is, this is the error, got the error while calculating the offer. Okay, let me see this into the console. 100 300, say again 400, subscriber got this error. Okay, got the error while calculating the offer. Okay, now this is the correct. Okay, now I am handling the error in correct proper way. Okay, now I am customize this console log. So I wanted to show this log into the green color. Okay, see I am having the offer now is 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees and 400 rupees, but I got the error near it when I am calculating the 500 rupees. Okay, now I wanted to complete this operation near it whenever I am reaching to the 300 rupees. Okay, I wanted to complete my operation whenever I am reaching to the amount is 300 rupees. I don't want to proceed this operation. So how we have to do that? The same thing we can do by using the complete operation. Okay, by using the complete operation you can stop the observer. I mean you can complete the my observer. Okay, so once you did the complete, the same thing you how we have to, this is the complete related observer. Okay, so once you are completing this observer, you have to tell to the customer, right? So this operation has completed, kind of that status you have to say to the user, right? Okay, like you can say that observer stops the complete operation. Okay, so this kind of status you have to tell to the customer. Okay, so all these things, whatever the console log, whatever the string format, we can give this into the UI part also by by declaring declares the any constant variable or any kind of the variable into the in your TS file. Then you can give that reference into the HTML file. Okay, right now for the time being purpose I am all these things I am writing into the console log. Okay, now see here. So before I am executing the UI, just let's understand what is the logic of into the set interval right now. So I am saying that whenever my amount reaching to the 500 rupees, see I am passing the error to the subscriber. Whenever the amount which is reaching to the 300 rupees, I am completing the observer is completing the operation. So whenever, so what will be the output of this in this case? Whether this error and complete operations are executed, or error is going to be executed, or only observer that complete is going to be executed. So logically, see whenever the complete operation is completed, okay, observer is completing the operation whenever amount is reaching to the 300 rupees, it won't be allowed to the next looping of this set interval. The next, what is the next value? Once I am completing this operation, what will be the our next value of that amount? 400 rupees, right? That won't be executed because of observer is completing the operation. So after the next value, whether 301 or 401 or any kind of the value, that won't be passed from the observer to subscriber. Okay, let me show you that into the UI. See 100, so 200, so one observer stops the operation. Okay, observer stops the operation because of whenever user is comes to the 300, observer is going to be stop the operation. Even that 300 rupees also it won't be executed. So next step is 400 rupees. I am incrementing whatever the increment, this won't be rendered by the observer. Okay, that is the point you have to notice. Okay, next here if you come to this step, okay, I right now I'm creating by using the observable constructor. Even you can create that same observable by using the observable dot create method. Okay, just I'm commenting this one. So instead of the observable constructor, I am just using the create method. So by using this also you can create the your own observable. Okay, output is same. Okay, the next step is, see here, I am seeing this enter the logic into the create. This is entirely it is taking as a parameter, means nothing but it's a kind of a function, right? This is which is expecting to the one single parameter, that is the observer. Okay, this is the function parameter, right? This is function parameter. So I can take one function, okay, that function contained to the same body, this same body. So after that I wanted to pass that function into the this observable dot create. Can I pass that? Yeah, you can pass that. Okay, so I wanted to pass that function into the this observable dot create method. Okay, now take that entirely from to here, Control X. Okay, create the one function outside of the ng init. Let's say that sim offers observer. Okay, that's it. Okay, and let me take this amount to here, and I wanted to pass this in observer. This is a function, right? I wanted to pass this function as a parameter to the observable dot create. Okay, not only that, if you wanted to pass this sim observable to the new observable constructor also, this one also you can pass. If you wanted to pass the this same parameter to the new observable constructor, you can pass the same parameter. Okay, everything is same. Okay, same output, right? Now see, if you come to this logic, see, if amount is 500 rupees and amount is 300 rupees, I don't want write the condition like this way. So let's come to the this section, this one, this sim offers. Okay, come to here, and let's say that my sim offers having this kind of the data. I am having the condition like this. So first thing is 100 rupees. Just assume that this is I am getting from the data from the DB. This is asynchronous call. Just assume like that. Okay, this is synchronous data, but you just assume that this is asynchronous data from the DB. So that's the reason, just assume that you may be having the near at some after 100 rupees you may be having the error, right? So after you may be having the null value, or data is in a proper way, which is I am getting the data from the DB. This is not in the proper way. Or you can say that I am getting the data from the server side technology, which is not in the proper way. So how do we have to handle this kind of the data? By using the observable. Okay, here wherever the amount is here, just comment this set interval, this entirely. Otherwise you create the one more function, sim offers observer 1. Okay, now when I am looping to the each element, when our element contains to the some error, okay, this element contains the some error, I just wanted to send the error to the subscriber. Okay, whenever the element which is reaching to the null or undefined value, I wanted to complete the operation. So in this logic, whether this complete operation is going to be execute, so the answer is no, because of, see, whenever I am getting the error from here, So after that, whatever the data, I don't care. Here observer don't care about this data, whatever the data to here. So when the observer creates the error, so it won't be allowed to the next value. Okay. In case, suppose if you try to create this null into the before the error, so that situation error is going to be execute? No, because of here I am stopping. This is not the error actually. This is I am stopping the observer. This is not the error. Again I am saying that this is I am stopping. I am forcefully, observer is going to forcefully stopping that my operation. Okay. Now let me see the output. I am passing this function into the observable. Okay. Now see the output. See, now I am having the only 100 rupees. After that I don't have anything, because of I am stopping on that by using the one proper condition, by using some proper valid condition. I am passing on that. Just assume that because of I am getting the data like this from the DB. Okay. So one more thing is, if I am having the null after the 100, so in this case observer needs to complete the operation whenever it is going to be received the null, or even if we say that undefined value, null value, or empty value, any kind of the value. So how we have to handle that? By using the if condition. Okay. So I am stopping the observer when I am reaching to the null. Let's say for understanding purpose, I am passing the 100 rupees to 200 rupees to here. So 200 rupees here, it won't be executed. It stopped near after the 100 rupees. See here, if you see here, even I am stopping the null condition, but I can see that actually this is completed successfully. But you know, what is the I am implementing this logic into the in proper steps. Okay. Let me copy this one and paste it to here. Okay. See, observer stop the complete operation. Okay. This is the logic you have to remember. So the way how the next and complete and error operation, the way how it is going to be works. They always think that error, the data which is you are expecting from the DB, sometimes you maybe get the proper data, sometimes you maybe get the not proper way data like this. Okay. And how the subscribe handle the next operation, error operation and complete operation. Okay. Here my first step is I am repeating. I am declaring the one observable. After that I am declaring the observer, which is for passing the data to the subscriber. Subscriber is always receiving the data from the observer, but the real-time scenarios always you have to focus on the subscribe. Okay. You no need to focus on the observer. So observer anyway it is going to give the data to subscriber. So the once you are getting the subscribe from the observer, the way how we have to the way how we have to manage and how we have to give that data into the UI, that is the important. So now if you see here, this is the data, right? So this is the empty array, right? This empty array I am passing to the my UI. Okay. As per now I didn't pass any value to the UI. I am passing that into the UI. Anyway, HTML contained to the this reference. Now we can see the data into the UI part. So as per now I am having the only 100 rupees, right? Because of I am completing the operation whenever I am reaching to the null. Okay. This is how we have to handle with the custom observable. So next time I will come up with how we have to use the observable into the services. I mean, or you can say that how to we write the one common logic for the components. That is also, you can say, that is a kind of a service. So how we have to use this observable into the for those services, we will discuss on to the next lecture. Please watch that.